Welcome to part 2 of our one-on-one with Professor Augustina Naami of the University of Ghana, Ghana's first female professor with a disability.
So, impacting the lives of persons with disabilities in Ghana and beyond, how do you envision your work?
I have been working with colleagues from other parts of the country. I have collaborators from Canada. I have some from Australia, and I also do have some people that I work with from the US. So, and my research focus has always been on disability. So my associate professorship is in disability and social work. So that is where my expertise is, even though I am a social worker by profession, but my focus has been on disability. So we will continue to engage in disability research. We will continue to promote disability issues. We will continue to let people understand persons with disabilities. We will continue to let people appreciate that disability is definitely not inability. And one thing about research is that it also kind of results or leads to solutions, right? So if you take our research work, it comes with recommendations as to how to address some of the problems that we research into. And I want to say that lately, my research focus has been on participatory action research. And participatory action research is solution focused. So the action is that you find a problem or you identify the problem. So you research the problem and you are looking at how would that problem be addressed.
Okay.
And most times you engage, like I said in the case of the photo voice methodology, you engage the individuals who lived experiences in terms of the problem that you tend to investigate, so that you are empowering them because you are hearing their voices, like the case of the research project that I told you, the persons with disabilities themselves collecting the data,
the photos.
So wherever I disability, wherever I present on these pictures, you see their voices because they also they also gave narratives of the pictures. So what is the issue with the picture? What is the problem that you see in the picture? How does it impact your life? And what message do you have for the society? So you see all of that on the photos. So we'll keep doing that. And yes, we'll keep doing that.
I pray that you get the funding and the necessary support for all that you're doing.
We are trusting in God.
Yes. So what recognition or support do you believe is essential for promoting the work of academics with disabilities?
I think I've already said that my university has been very supportive.
Yes, you did.
So basically, that is what we need. That if you are teaching, the classrooms should be where the person with a disability can go and teach. If the person has a visual impairment, alternative formats, tools should be given to the lecturer, that person, so that they can teach without any interruptions, right? If the person has a hearing impairment, support should be given to that individual so that they can do their work. And what I would say is that I think these days people are beginning to understand that if you're employing a person with a disability, you also need to ensure that the necessary assistive technology, the necessary tools, resources that the individual will need, you are also providing those. Yes, you are also providing them just so that the person will be able to work.
So we're going to talk about role model and mentoring. So how do you see yourself as a role model for young women with disabilities, and what values or principles do you hope to inspire?
I think that anyone that hears this story will get to appreciate what it is like to be a woman with a disability and still not allow your disability to stand your way, or not to allow your disability to be an impediment, but that beyond the disability, you are able to work hard and achieve whatever goals that you set for yourself. And that is not to say that it has been an easy route. It's been very challenging. It's been very challenging. Sometimes you cry if you have to cry, but you just have to persevere. You have to keep working hard. So these are very, very important.
So what are your plans for for future research and academic projects, and how do you see them contributing to the field that you are in?
Okay, so the position I've gotten right now is associate professor. So there's one more level,
yes,
which is the full professorship. So I'll be working towards that as well, so that I can climax my career. And I will also continue investigating. I'll continue to throw more lights on the challenges that persons with disabilities face. Because there are many.
Yes.
I mean, you just sat here and less than 1 hour, you have come to appreciate that persons with disabilities go through a lot. This is just a gist.
It's something I didn't know.
It's just a gist of what is happening.
I see them in their crutches, and I think life is...
That is what it is like. So currently, I have about 40 publications to my credit, and only a few are not in disability studies. So all my publications highlight some of the issues that persons with disabilities face. And just this morning, one gentleman walked into my office. He called earlier to tell me that he was coming to my office. He mentioned his name. I don't know him. He said, well, you don't know me, but if you have time, I will come to your office. I said, yes. So he walks in, then he tells me that you don't know me, but I have read a lot of your work. I said, oh, sir,
wow.
Really? And I sit here, I get alerts from all over the world. People are reading my work, and that is the beauty of the whole thing. So I will continue to do research. And like I said, this time I want to focus more on action research, and action research is solution oriented. And I think I started talking about the photo voice methodology that I use, and that project on access barriers that persons with disabilities encounter. I think what I didn't add was that at the end of the day, I think I said we produced an accessible, foldable mobile ramp. But then I also used the idea to construct with a mason 17 ramps, 17 accessible ramps to schools. I have constructed for free of charge to 70 ramps to school. So that is what I see myself doing more, action-based research. So I will keep, publishing. I will keep impacting lives of persons with disabilities in ways that I have described, and I will keep also providing my expertise to support the nation. I don't know if you are aware that I happen to be one of the technical committee members that worked on the amendments of the Persons with Disability Act 715.
You just told me.
Currently, thank you. Currently, I am also on the NACA. I am on their expert advisory committee as well. So yes, we are supporting with the expertise and knowledge that we have. And like I said earlier, my associate professorship is in disability in social work. I'm a social worker, but my specialty is in disability. And not so many people specialize in social work and disability. And I don't know of who has attained associate professorship in disability and social work. So I will keep engaging this unique discipline and promoting this unique discipline, disability in social work. So I am not just producing knowledge for social workers, but my work is also very relevant to disability practitioners or practitioners who engage persons with disabilities and activists, disability activists, and just any individual that has passion on disability issues, and just any person that just want to read about persons with disabilities. So my work is kind of cross-cutting,
All inclusive.
and I have this special focus, which is intersection of vulnerabilities. Okay, it seems huge,
Of
but
course. Fact.
I'll break it down. So basically, what it means is this: disability cuts across all other vulnerabilities. Okay. So, and disability cuts across all other problems or all other challenges. So when you take, for instance, issues of domestic violence or gender-based violence, right? So we are talking about women who are experiencing, violence, right? So now take a woman who has a disability. In addition to whatever the woman in general will face, they also do have unique issues, abuses that are unique because they are women with disabilities. Okay, let me take another example. A single mother means that woman has a child. So let's say the single mother has a 5-year-old girl or boy. And then let's take a single woman with a disability who also has a 5-year-old boy or girl. Okay. So that woman without a disability, single mother, right? Of course, issues already, single mother, so the woman will have to be taking care of the child. But here is the case, the woman is unemployed. So the woman will have to find ways to provide for the child.
And herself.
And this woman can easily carry water and sell, or take something else and sell, right? On the streets. Now, take the single mother with a disability. Maybe the person uses a wheelchair, or the person has a visual impairment. How easy is it for this woman to also take water out and sell? Coming out of the home alone, several barriers. The roadside, even before the person gets to the roadside, several barriers. Open drainage systems that we have, and so on and so forth, right? The woman without a disability may take trotro, go somewhere and sell the water. The one with a disability, the drivers of trotro will not even want to take her because
of her disability.
No, it's a waste of time for them.
Yes, because she would take time to enter the car.
They are in a hurry to get to the next stop. And pick other passengers. And what is happening is that if you are lucky for any driver, trotro driver, to pick you, what they will ask you to do is to pay for your wheelchair. Or they will put the wheelchair on your lap. So the intersection of vulnerability, usually what I look out for is that when you take any social problem, I look at how it affects persons with disabilities. So older persons, they have their issues already. Take an older person with a disability. Would their issues be the same as older people who don't have disabilities?
Never.
Okay, so that is what intersection of vulnerability means. So if you take any social issue, I will look at it through the lens of disability to see how that issue will impact the lives of persons with disabilities differently from everyone else. If you take children, we all know that children, there are so many issues that children face. But take a child with a disability. It's multiple, right? So that is what intersectional vulnerability means.
These are very painful pictures you have painted about what...
and even within the group of persons with disabilities, if you take those who have visual impairment and those who have hearing impairment and those who have mobility disability, and their experiences will not categorize. I mean, their experiences may differ, their issues may differ, they are unique, they will have unique challenges. So the person with a disability will experience disability-based challenges, basically the issues around access, physical access, information access, and so on and so forth, issues around transportation, issues around communication, all those barriers, in addition to the other variable. So if you're a woman, in addition to all the challenges that women in general face. If we really want to address the issues that persons within the intersection of certain vulnerabilities face, I would take women, for instance. So what we will say is that if we are looking at issues of women in general, one size intervention will not fit everybody, because some women are more disadvantaged than others. Like the example that I just gave. If you take gender-based violence, women with disabilities, they are twice as possible to experience gender-based violence compared to their counterparts without disabilities. And they live in abusive situations like longer than anybody else. And for them, perpetrators are more than everyone else, because even their helpers, their family members, could be perpetrators of the violence against them, health professionals, and so on and so forth. And research shows that they are likely to die compared to the general population. So right now here in this country, I think we have affirmative action bill. I don't know which sessions address issues of women with disabilities. So ideally, if we have policies, interventions for women in general, we have to find out how we can address issues of those who are more vulnerable, intersectional vulnerabilities. So even if you take rural women, their issues will not be the same as women who are in the urban areas. So if we are developing interventions, because my focus is on disability, for persons with disabilities, yes, we have general issues that all persons with disabilities experience, but we have those that are unique to women with disabilities. If you take reproductive health issues, if you take pregnancy, motherhood, and all those things, women with disabilities, they face them. So the recommendation will be, one size intervention will not fit all. Yes, it's good that we put out interventions to address issues, but then we should figure out how we would tailor the intervention in such a way that some groups of people who are more marginalized.
Broad spectrum intervention.
Well, that would be something.
Thank you very much. You've been a symbol of inspiration. I'm touched, and viewers are also touched as well. And I want to say congratulations and God bless you. Thank you for watching Disability on Disability News GH, the inspiring story of Professor Augustina Naami, the head of the Department of Social Work at the University of Ghana. I hope you have been motivated enough for you to pursue your dreams, whether you have a disability or not. I am your host, Francis Jackson Ahiable. See you again on our next episode. Goodbye.